wasn't very smooth. Apologies. Let's see. As you can see, it's steamed up a little on the inside. Fucking hell. Sorry. A bit lively this morning. Where should we go? Should we go out on the main road?
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. The window steams up because there's not really any air coming through and it's a bit damp in here. The window steams up very easily. Hang on a sec. It's not liking second gear very much.
It's very different than the classic car.
Yeah. So we should go. Can I turn right here?
You can, yeah.
Cool. I might go right then. I think that's good now. And the temp gauge isn't working. Nope. No, let's go left. I'm trying to think what's down there. We'll go straight on and then just see what happens.
It's Gosforth down there on the right.
Okay. I've not driven in Newcastle for a while, so
it feels very different than New City.
Yeah, exactly. It's warmed up now, it's being a little less skittish. It was a bit dodgy at first. That was also my fault. They started making these in the 50s. This is just a revised version. British Leyland is the company that owned MG and like Morris and well, they stopped really making Morrises, but British Leyland owned a lot of the British companies like Rover and stuff, and they didn't really revise this car much. So in 1958 it came out as the Austin Healey Sprite Mark I, the Frog Eye Sprite. And they didn't make many changes. It's got a different gearbox and a different engine. It's got windows that you can roll open and closed, and the bonnet's a bit different. But there isn't much apart from that. Oh look, a Corsa B, look, film that, Corsa B, W reg. That's a car spot.
I think they've missed it.
It's alright. So while this car it's a 1980 registered car, but they stopped making them in 1979, so this was like one of the last. but really it's as advanced as a 1950s car.
It's like 60, 70 years old.
Yeah.
May as well be, for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, exactly. But what's good about the 1980s, it's 42 years old. When something's 40 years old, you don't have to have an MOT, you don't have to pay ULEZ, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Just as well going to London.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like can't want to clamp down on emissions.
Well, have you seen they've just expanded the ULEZ as well?
Yeah, going into force next year apparently.
And the brakes are terrible. Compared to a modern car, they're really bad. But for the age, not so bad. That creaking behind, it's worn, I think it's worn mount somewhere on the rear axle that I need to change. With that creaking noise. So this at the time was a sports car, a very cheap one, like the cheapest you could buy, the same as like an MX-5 sort of is now or something. But for a sports car it has 65 horsepower, which for the cars I know a lot of the cars you film are sort of in the several hundreds of horsepower. So.
That more than several hundred.
Yeah.
At 500 at least.
Yeah.
Something at the 1,000.
But this car, yeah, well, exactly. But this car weighs very little, so and because you're so low to the ground and in such a small box, it's still enough to frighten yourself.
Like driving a box, effectively.
Yeah, exactly. I guess we're going into the city now, but
yeah, looks like it.
It is what it is. So no cup holders in those days, but every car had an ashtray. Am I talking through your video? You're ruining it.
Oh, don't worry, you're not ruining it.
Okay.
Actually making it entertaining.
Okay, good. So I'm in the wrong lane. No, it's a bus lane, it's fine.
Yes, James's Park.
James's Park. Yeah, looks like we're going into town. I don't know. Wonder if I can get across and go left or not. So this thing as well on the motorway, it's terrifying. Next to a lorry or something, the lorry wheel's about this high. You shit yourself.
It's tall as the car.
Yeah.
Even in my Mini, I'm a bit like wary and the lorry's right next to you. It's like,
I know what you mean.
just a few more inches and now you've had it.
Yeah, exactly. Can I turn right and go up Wellington Street?
Thanks.
Cheers. I don't know what the fuck he said, but because this street, I think it got blocked off, but I kind of want to just see up it. The other thing about this car is it's got no power steering, no powered anything, so it can feel a little heavy to drive. But also, there's no driver assistance. Obviously, with all old cars, there's no driver assistance. So you know, like in say a new BMW or something, they you know, they've got traction control and things. In this, there's just nothing. So you're literally just turning the wheels with this. And so the other morning, I was going off a roundabout, and I literally nearly spun it. The back end slid out, and I had to steer it the other way, and it slid the other way back again. But they're kind of known for doing that. The other thing is people love seeing these cars like this. That guy at the traffic lights where he said something about the car happens all the time. Especially older people love it. He likes it, probably. Can we go straight on down there? It doesn't go anywhere though, does it?
I think you can.
Goes into Chinatown.
Don't see why you can't.
Shall we go straight down into Chinatown then?
Okay.
What happened there? Is it one way or can I go this way? It looks like I can go this way.
I think you can, yeah.
I know it like the back of my hand by foot, but I never really drove around here much.
I don't really drive in town.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you're always on foot, aren't you? Oh, have you got your new Mini yet?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you enjoying it?
Great.
Yeah, of course
Yes,
you've got your new Mini.
excellent, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Stressful car to drive in town, to be fair.
Especially imagine when it's slow and it likes people behind you at the lights.
Yeah, exactly.
Once it starts.
I had to rev it a lot then because I was on a hill, and the clutch control of this is very different to my other car. Should we make it through these lights?
Hopefully. Ah, spoke too soon.
Yeah. So a bit different to a modern car. That's your headlight switch, that's your wipers, and that's to turn the lights on behind the dials. And that's it. This does the wiper spray. It's like a water pistol if you look at the windscreen. See that?
It's pretty cool.
2-speed. I think if we drive back to Jesmond somehow, I can show you around the car and under the bonnet and anything. If we park somewhere
We'll do
in
that
Jesmond.
once we're parked up.
Yeah, yeah. That was a bit smoother. There we go. You wouldn't think I'd driven it for about 4 hours yesterday by now. More. Yeah, about 4.5 hours. I can't remember which lane was straight on. Well, they both go straight on, but I want to stay in the left one, I think. I cannot remember.
Yeah, it's usually the left one.
Yeah, sweet. I'll go up this way, I'll go to Jesmond this way. The other thing is there's no wing mirror on that side, and that's also quite common with cars of this age.
Yeah, like the Lotus Europa.
Yeah, has that got one? Or has it got none?
None.
None, yeah, nice.
Fun to drive.
This is going to be a bit of a nightmare. So on that kind of corner in the wet, at this speed you start to lose it. But I think this car really needs new tyres. The tread's fine, but the rubber's very old, and it sort of loses its sticky properties. Have you ever come across, I'm guessing you've come across this junction before? You know, where you've got to get across all the lanes coming from up that way. Had to do that yesterday in the dark, and in the dark you can't see anything out of this car. About as fast as it will go, but I'm don't want to break the speed limit too much. And so one of the luxury features of this car is you've got a light there. That's luxury in this. I think one of the few optional extras is like that light, that shelf, and having a radio, which this doesn't have, but this unit is to accommodate a radio that someone's taken out. But that's it for your optional extras. So this originally would have been one of the highest spec ones, if you can believe that. But still a cheap car at the time. We thought it was running rich, but actually on the way here, and I cannot believe this, but on the way here on my 3-hour journey, I took it easy on the motorway, mostly at about 65 miles an hour, just because you don't want to push it too hard. And I got 47 miles per gallon, which is ridiculously good for this. You know, that's kind of modern numbers. They're better than a modern sports car. I mean, yeah, they're supposed to get like 35, maybe at very best. I've triple checked my maths and asked on the owners group about it, and everyone seems to think that's just, I've just been lucky and got very good fuel economy. So I don't know if you keep an eye on your MPG and your Mini ever.
Not that much.
Oh, do you not?
Just focused on how much fuel's in the car.
Yeah, fair enough. Turn. And look, we've got a Peugeot 406 Coupe here, which is quite nice. You've got full leather interior on this one, Pininfarina style, so actually the same as a lot of Ferraris. Where am I going next?
Straight on for a bit.
Oh, okay. But yeah, they made a lot of these. According to the website, how many left of this, the 1500 model, which is the last one with the rubber bumpers. There's about 3,500 on the road in this country still, which is quite a lot. But it's great because you can get parts very easily, very cheaply. You can buy them, right? There's loads of websites that do MG parts. There's loads of sellers on eBay that do MG parts. So you can get anything you want to replace them with.
That's really good.
Yeah, yeah. Not that it doesn't still ruin my bank account, but... And there's no sun visors either. Only American models got a sun visor, so that when the sun goes in your eyes, you've got no choice but to crash, basically.
It helps if you wear sunglasses.
Yeah, exactly. Something else that's sort of an old car thing is these things called quarter lights that a lot of old cars have. I think it's for if you're smoking or I don't know what, but so you can just have a little bit of ventilation without having the window down. Oh, it's Clayton Road on the right somewhere.
On the left and right.
Okay.
Keep going up.
And it only has 4 gears as well. Most cars now have 5. But back then 4 was pretty normal. And there's no airbags or anything like that. This left?
Yeah, this left.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah. Where should we park?
Just anywhere. Just take your pick.
Let's go in front of this brick wall here then. Let's go here. There you go.
Yeah.